pesos. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready?
56, right there, 56.
Pick it up, guys. Pass 85, pass 85.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Go on, let's go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And his first look is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
So we got man. Check. Fresno. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Middle. Here, check 9. Watch the shit. Hey.
Now they'll run on the ball. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
59. Hey, me and you all day. Alert! I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Mike's found Eddie! I know he ain't got it! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
At the 49ers 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw, it's Allen. His pass caught from the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Rush in.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he fakes his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Allen to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw is Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ed Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Check 56. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check 52. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
On play action, Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check three. Slam.
Now they'll run on the ball. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. Check.
Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Yeah.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Hey, Delta. Alert. Middle.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here we go.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 15-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Watch QB drop.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check.
Half 85, half 85.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a draw play with Drake. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Check 49, check 49.
Jim.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Garoppolo now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Come on, fellas.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You can't block me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. D. Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Middle.
Tighten up.
Half.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, 89 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that. On the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here we go.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, defense, let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
11.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
At their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Kill, kill, kill.
Half 10.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Allen off the play fake. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Allen to throw on third down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check safety, check safety.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Hey, home.
Switch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. D Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Niners take
Get
over
ready, get
first
ready,
and 10
get ready.
at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You can't block me.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Garoppolo, the good one there for a 49er first.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Garoppolo now. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down.
White.
49 to Mike.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down and goal. Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Caden Smith, the tight end, but now it's third and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Check 3, check
21.
They'll run it with Coleman, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back.
56. Coming. Hey, look, 3.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Third and 6.
Let's get it.
Miami!
57's right.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Alert!
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, exit.
4 down.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Browns, they've surged back to take the lead there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 180! Hey, John.
Garoppolo to throw. He's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Single slot. Two. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
11.
Hey, check. 3 there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.